Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to continue with our NWA 1980s versus the WWF 1977 Wrestling Extravaganza, night number 2, our last 6 matches. If you have not seen night number 1, which we went live yesterday with the first 6 matches, and you don't want anything spoiled, link provided in the chat for the first 6 matches. And they were doozies. But this is the second night of action. These are the matches to come. We lead off with Sid Vicious representing the NWA versus Bob Backlund, the WWF. Then we go to our tag team match. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, 2 members of the Four Horsemen, do battle with Zbyszko and Garea. That's Larry Zbyszko and Tony Garea. Then another member of the Four Horsemen, Barry Windham, will grapple with Chief J Strongbow. In a big matchup of big men, Big Van Vader battles Gorilla Monsoon. Co-main event, Ric Flair in his prime in the 80s, taking on an aging ex-champion Bruno Sammartino for the 77 WWF squad. The main event of the evening, Sting versus superstar Billy Graham, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour, superstar Billy Graham. Again, I will not spoil night 1 of action, our first 6 matches. They were doozies. Link provided in the chat for the first 6 matches if you'd like to take a gander at those. So up first, Sid Vicious and Bob Backlund are up in the ring. Joining us here at Digital to Dice Arena, David Selinsky says, "Good evening, Al and the chat." Mr. Selinsky was here for night number 1. Good to see you back. So Sid Vicious, representing the National Wrestling Alliance of the 80s, 6'9", 325 pounds, wherever he damn well pleases. Bob Backlund, representing the 1977 WWF squad, 6'1", 234 pounds, from Princeton, Minnesota, a collegiate wrestling champion. Sid Vicious will have the power advantage, a slight power advantage. Backlund the agility advantage, though Backlund no slouch when it comes to power. He is giving away close to 100 pounds, just under 100 pounds in weight to the giant Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious starts off with a pin rating of a 3. Bobby Backlund with a pin rating of a 2. David Selinsky reporting from the press booth actually, it's not the press booth, it's at ringside. Looking forward to another great night of wrestling, and I think we'll have it, David Selinsky. So here we go to start off night number 2. Sid Vicious, Bob Backlund. Final instructions given to both combatants. Cleve Baseball Fan 879 has joined us. Check out that wonderful channel for card and dice Stratomatic Baseball. Cleve Baseball Fan 879, let's go Backlund, only because he and I share a birthday. And here's the bell. First match of 6, the last 6, in our wrestling extravaganza, NWA WWF, second night of action. And here we go. There's the bell, and it's Bob Backlund quickly taking control. Backlund takes Sid Vicious over with a fireman's carry. Now he tries an arm drag takedown. Sid Vicious comes back with a rake of the eyes. Sid Vicious takes over on level 2 offense. So Backlund, quick early success comes to a quick end. Sid Vicious looking to be vicious. Looks to scoop up Backlund after again raking the eyes and putting a knee into the midsection of the man from Princeton, Minnesota. Looks for a scoop sidewalk slam on Bobby Backlund, and booyah! He nails the slam. Sid Vicious screams out towards the crowd. Vicious on level 2 offense here. Tries to continue the attack. Sid Vicious looks to pick up Bobby Backlund. Vicious looking to drag him over to those ropes and choke him out. Backlund ducks underneath, goes between Sid Vicious' legs, and hits him with a drop kick to the back of the head, nearly sending Sid Vicious up and over the top rope. Vicious clings to the top rope and maneuvers himself back in. Backlund regroups. Bob Backlund will be on level 1 offense. Let's see what Bob Backlund can do. He's got to stay away from the power game of Sid Vicious. Backlund goes for another drop kick. Vicious moves forward and booyah! Nails Sid Vicious right in the chops, sending the big man back into the ropes, slumping into the ropes. Backlund looking to take advantage of this on level 2 offense. Bobby Backlund tries to lock in a hammerlock. Sid Vicious easily powers his way out and nails Backlund with a good forearm. Vicious on level 2 offense. Again, Sid Vicious grabs hold of Backlund, raking his eyes, looking to drop Backlund on those ropes and choke him out. And he does! Sid Vicious has Backlund on the second strand of ropes. He applies his knee. He applies his knee on the back of the head of Bob Backlund. He is choking him out. Referee begins the count. 1, 2, 3. Vicious releases. Now Sid Vicious goes right back to it. The referee again counts. 1, 2, 3. And Sid Vicious relinquishes and now sends Backlund tumbling towards the center of the ring. Sid Vicious on level 1 offense. Backlund is dazed, trying to regroup. Sid Vicious sends Backlund into the ropes, looking to set him up with a booyah clothesline. Backlund ducks underneath, quickly pivots, turns, and again hits Mr. Vicious with a tremendous drop kick, sending Sid Vicious railing back towards the ropes off balance. Bobby Backlund on a level 2 offense. Let's see what Bob Backlund can do here. But Backlund tries to go back to that hammerlock, which failed and will continue to fail. Vicious again powers out of it and plants an elbow right into the forehead of Bob Backlund. Vicious on level 2 offense after that brilliant counter. Vicious looking for the press slam on Bobby Backlund. Backlund struggles, but Vicious too strong, picks him up and sends him to the canvas. Not with a great effect there as Backlund was wiggling. Vicious now on level 1 offense. Backlund was able to roll with that slam, but it's Vicious in control. Sid Vicious races towards Backlund, looking to land a tremendous lariat. Backlund ducks underneath, puts a boot into Sid Vicious' sternums and hits him with a tremendous European uppercut. Backlund on level 2 offense. But once again, Backlund trying to test his strength against the stronger Sid Vicious, goes for the hammerlock. Sid Vicious takes him over in an arm drag takedown. Vicious on level 2 offense. Sid Vicious stomping away at Backlund. Backlund trying to scurry away from the large 6'9", 325-pound frame from Vicious Sid Vicious. Vicious continues on level 2 offense, looking to choke out Backlund on those ropes. Backlund struggling, but it's Sid Vicious again applying all that pressure on the back of Backlund's neck, pressing his throat against the second rope. The referee begins the count. 1, 2, 3. Sid Vicious relinquishes the hold and quickly goes right back to it. 1, 2, 3. Sid Vicious relinquishes the hold, admonishes the referee and tells him to stop counting, and again he goes back to it. 1, 2, 3. The referee says, I will DQ you, and Sid Vicious just gives him a glare and a motion of a backhanded slap, and the referee just curls away. Sid Vicious on a level 2 offense once again. Sid Vicious goes for the big press slam. Backlund up in the air. Backlund slides down behind him, rolls him towards the ropes, tries for a pin, but quickly Sid Vicious rolls out of it. Backlund really never got Sid Vicious' shoulders to the mat. Backlund on a level 2 offense. Sid Vicious pursues Backlund. Backlund trying to use his agility to his advantage here. Backlund looking to land some big forearms on Sid Vicious. He has the quick in and out tactics. He's tagging Sid Vicious. Vicious tries to grab him. Backlund stomps away at the knee, slowing down Sid Vicious, and hits him with a beautiful European uppercut. Backlund continues on a level 2 offense for Bob Backlund. Backlund continues to use those leg strikes to the lower legs of Sid Vicious, trying to take the large man from wherever he damn well pleases off his feet and to the canvas. Excellent job by Bob Backlund. Level 2 offense for the man from Princeton, Minnesota. Backlund now showing great agility up on the shoulders, and he takes Sid Vicious over. So all that work to the knee and lower leg region of Sid Vicious has worked. Bob Backlund has this behemoth of a man in a head scissors, and we go to a choice C. We go to a choice C as Sid Vicious looks to power his way out. Backlund quickly gets up. Backlund goes to the rope, off the second rope. He said he had something special for Sid Vicious. We've seen this before in our other fruitions of Bob Backlund using the real Legends of Wrestling card. These are bootlegs. That's why I'm showing them. I highly recommend you purchase the game, Filsinger Legends of Wrestling, or their fictional game, which has fictional characters. A lot of fun. That's why I'm not showing the charts or anything else. So Backlund's going for the moonsault. He has the agility against Sid Vicious 2 through 7, plus 1, so it's going to be an 8. Here comes Bobby Backlund. Let's see if he hits this moonsault. It's a big maneuver, and Sid Vicious sidesteps the moonsault and tosses Backlund to the left. So Sid Vicious now points to his head. He had that scouted. I can't believe that. People think Sid Vicious is just a bag of muscle. Sid Vicious takes over on level 2 offense. Sid Vicious goes for the sidewalk slam on Bobby Backlund. He tries to get Backlund up, but Backlund once again is able to get down behind the back of Sid Vicious, forcing him to the ropes, trying to get that roll up, but Sid Vicious holds on to the ropes. Backlund puts the knee right into the lower lumbar region of the muscular Sid Vicious and attacks the back of the knee with leg strikes. Good job by Bob Backlund taking over on level 2 offense. Back and forth they go. No pin attempts yet. It is a 4 for Bob Backlund. Backlund uses his agility after again another leg strike, quickly taking Sid Vicious off his feet and back into a head scissors. Backlund really clamping it on, trying to cut off the blood to the large cranium of Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious looks to power out of it. Will Backlund once again attempt the failed moonsault? Sid Vicious starts to get out of it. Backlund puts a boot to him. Backlund again goes for the moonsault off the ropes. He needs an 8 or under, and this time he nails it. What a tremendous maneuver for the agile and athletic Bobby Backlund. Really surprising. Sid Vicious, he was prepared for the first moonsault, but not the second. Sid Vicious is down. Backlund on a level 3 offense. Backlund going for the atomic knee drop, and booyah! He nails it! The atomic knee drop That is a +2 finisher. Backlund goes for the pin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Sid Vicious just kicks out. So Backlund strikes first with the atomic knee drop. That will leave a mark, definitely, in the nether regions of Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious pin rating goes to a 4. Backlund on level 3 offense. Looking for that 6 roll again. He gets the 4. Backlund attacks the legs of Sid Vicious. He has really worked the legs and the knees, the back of the knees. Backlund now, quickly using his wrestling technique, sweeps the legs with a somersault type move, taking Sid Vicious off his feet. Backlund applying the Boston Crab on Sid Vicious. He is rearing back on the large muscular frame of Sid Vicious. A smart move for Bob Backlund, working the lower lumbar region and the legs. Sid Vicious, a powerful grappler, inches his way ever so close to the ropes, and he has a hold of it. Referee orders the break. Backlund knows he's got to do whatever it takes to win this. He drops the knee right into the back. Not once, not twice, but 3 times into the lower back region of Sid Vicious. The referee admonishes Bob Backlund. Backlund just looks at him like, are you kidding me? That man's a monster. Backlund continues on a level 2 offense. Bobby Backlund, again, he strikes the legs of Sid Vicious, a sort of somersault move, a tumble, grabbing Sid Vicious's leg and taking him off his feet to the ground and quickly maneuvering Sid Vicious back into the head scissors, choking off the blood flow to the head of Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious looking to power out of it. Let's see if Backlund goes for the moonsault again. He's 1 for 2 on that. I think we got to try the moonsault. I think he's got to try the moonsault here, because again, it's an 8 and under. Here he goes, moonsault, and booyah! He nails it again. Sid Vicious doesn't know what hit him. It's Backlund's agility so far getting the better of Sid Vicious's power. Sid had some success with the power early. Backlund on a level 3 offense, looking for that blue 6 roll. He gets a 4. Again, applying the Boston Crab on Sid Vicious. So Backlund definitely has a plan. Work the lower back and legs of the larger 6'9", 325-pound Sid Vicious. But it's Backlund who is the vicious one. It's Backlund determined to win one for the WWF. Sid Vicious again on his elbows, inches closer to the ropes, and Backlund, he pulls him forward into the center of the ring, but Sid Vicious, there's no quit in this monster Sid. Sid again works his way to the ropes, grabs hold of it, but Backlund, right on cue, drops the knee between the shoulders this time of Sid Vicious. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4, 5. He is just going over and over again. The referee admonishing Bob Backlund, forcing Backlund away. Backlund has a crazed look in his eyes. Backlund, he is determined to win this thing. Backlund on a level 2 offense. Bobby Backlund looking to set up the pile driver. This is what a feat of strength. This is how bad he is beating down Sid Vicious. And Sid Vicious trying to struggle. But it's Backlund. He's got it. And booyah! Driving the thick neck and head of Sid Vicious into the canvas. You can see Sid Vicious bounce. Oh my Lord. Unbelievable. Sid Vicious is down. Level 3 offense for Bobby Backlund. The wrestler from Princeton, Minnesota. Backlund stomping away at Sid Vicious. Backlund sends Sid Vicious into the ropes. Rolls him up with a backward bridge. And Sid Vicious quickly powers out of it. Oh, Backlund went for a quick backwards bridge. Sid Vicious' pin rating goes to a 5 now. Many luminaries here at ringside. Sports Time Machine, Carl Zilla, Trav, Frank Wainscott, Dwayne Martz. They're seeing tremendous action here. Cutter Historical and Cleve Baseball Fan 879, David Selinsky. Back to the action. Level 3 offense for Backlund. His second pin attempt on Sid Vicious. But Vicious is one powerful move away from winning at all times in any bout he is in. Backlund goes for the underhook suplex. Vicious goes for some sort of counter. Backlund puts the boot into the nether regions of Sid Vicious. And now hooks those arms and sends him over into that suplex. Choice G for Bob Backlund. My God, Backlund is an angry, angry honey badger. Howdy doody this, he says. Bob Backlund looking to destroy this monster known as Sid Vicious. Choice G for Bobby Backlund. Backlund, Tombstone Pile Driver would be a 5 because it's 8 minus 3 on the power. Death Jump. Sid Vicious's Death Jump is a B. We're going Pile Driver. Tombstone Pile Driver, 5 and under. Backlund, it's Sid Vicious who flips Bob Backlund. Unbelievable. Sid Vicious digging deep. What testicular fortitude by a very angry large man. Holy cow. Vicious down to one knee trying to catch his breath. Backlund really hit his back hard. I think it's like a belly flop on your back. It looks like he lost his oxygen there for a moment. But it's Sid Vicious now looking to dole out some damage on level 2 offense. Sid Vicious goes for the press slam. Backlund, not that dazed, is able to slip down behind Sid Vicious again and quickly attacking the back of the knees of Sid Vicious. Vicious down to a knee. Backlund to the ropes, comes off the ropes and lands a knee to the back of the head of Sid Vicious. Backlund on level 2 offense. Bobby Backlund now tries to go for the hammer lock. He's tried this maneuver before. Vicious, even though he has one knee on the ground, is able to power out of it and take Bob Backlund right over. He grabbed Bob Backlund by the hair and took him over. Now it's Sid Vicious on level 2 offense. I don't know why Bob Backlund continues to go to that hammer lock that Sid Vicious just powers out of. Sid Vicious looks to drop Backlund across the ropes. Backlund wiggles underneath and through the legs of Sid Vicious again. Vicious turns around. Backlund nails him with a leaping European uppercut. Vicious goes back into the ropes. Backlund stomping away. Backlund continues to stomp away. Backlund on level 1 offense. Backlund ducks under a big right hand from Sid Vicious. Puts the knee into the sternum and now hooks on the abdominal stretch. I don't know if he's strong enough to keep it on, but he's got the abdominal stretch on Sid Vicious. Vicious trying to reach for those ropes. Backlund really pressing it in, but they're dangerously close to the ropes, and Sid Vicious grabs the ropes. Backlund refuses to relinquish the hold. Backlund refuses to relinquish the hold. The referee starts the count, but Backlund has crazed howdy-doody eyes. And now Backlund relinquishes the hold and for good measure kicks Sid Vicious right in the nuts. Oh, this is the Bob Backlund we've always wanted to see, folks. Backlund continues on level 2 offense. Unfreaking believable, this Bob Backlund. Level 2 offense for Bobby Backlund. Backlund again stomping away at the legs of Sid Vicious. He is more vicious, more maniacal than Sid Vicious in this bout. Vicious down to one knee. Backlund continues on a level 2 off 3. Let's see, did we lose our place, Al? It's a 4. Oh, no, he continues, right, because it's a choice. Continues on level 2 offense. Quickly taking Vicious to the canvas and again applying those head scissors. to choke off the oxygen to the brain. Some people say Sid Vicious doesn't have too much of a brain. But trying to choke off that blood flow, Sid Vicious reaches for the ropes. Backlund, my God, he's going to try for that Backlund moonsault, as we've been calling it. Here comes Bobby Backlund, looking for the moonsault. He's hit it 2 out of 3 times. Can he do it again? He needs an 8. Here's the moonsault, and booyah! He nails Sid Vicious with a 3rd moonsault. Backlund really showing his agility, showing that he will adapt his style to win at any and all costs. It is a vicious and brutal Bob Backlund, and the fans seem to be liking this. Backlund not taking any crap from Sid Vicious. Backlund on level 3 offense, looking for that 6 and the atomic knee drop that will splatter Sid Vicious' testosterone testicular fortitude. Backlund battling away with Sid Vicious, and he's getting the better of it. Backlund again goes to the groin shot, this time down to a knee and a European uppercut, nailing the speed bag, though the rather small speed bags, of Sid Vicious. Rolls him up for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Bob Backlund has it. Bob Backlund has pinned Sid Vicious. Backlund proved more maniacal. Backlund proved more vicious. And Backlund proved more determined as he took apart this modern day Frankenstein known as Sid Vicious. Bob Backlund in an absolutely dismantling of the behemoth, 6'9", 325-pound Sid Vicious. Well, you can go back wherever you damn well please. You can hear Backlund screaming at him, and Backlund continues to stomp away at Sid Vicious. Officials have stormed the ring. Backlund out of the ring. Backlund back in the ring as he throws a chair in. He is proving a point. Sid Vicious, Backlund throwing officials aside to the left and right. Sid Vicious tries to rise, and booyah! Backlund busts Sid Vicious wide open with a chair shot. Oh, this is the Bob Backlund again. This is the Bob Backlund the fans want to see. Backlund clears the ring. It is only Sid Vicious and Backlund has that chair. Backlund looking to set, oh my God. Backlund smashing away at Sid Vicious' cranium. He drags Sid Vicious towards the corner. There is no help coming. Backlund has a crazed look in his eye. Backlund sets up the chair on the knee. He has the leg through the chair. Backlund on the top rope. Holy crap, doing a Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Booyah! He lands right on the chair and the knee, not with the splash, but with a knee drop. Holy crap, Sid Vicious rolling around. Backlund's not done. He goes back up again, and booyah! Sid Vicious reeling in pain. Backlund says, oh, one more time, you son of a bitch, calling me howdy doody, you mother F. Oh, wow, Backlund getting very rude. Backlund for a 3rd time as he looks towards the WWF fans, and they're cheering him on, saying, break his leg. Break his leg. The NWA fans are in pure horror. Pure horror. They can't believe what they're seeing. And Bob Backlund for a 3rd time. Booyah! And Sid Vicious is in tremendous pain. Oh, I think Bob Backlund's dislocated that kneecap of Sid Vicious. And finally, police storm the ring along with officials. And Backlund is pushed back into the corner. Vince McMahon Jr. comes out and says, that a boy, Bobby. That a boy. And Backlund with his arms raised and the WWF fans cheering hysterically, praising the decimation that Bob Backlund put upon Sid Vicious. Holy cow. Bob Backlund with the pin. Sid Vicious had some moments early on, but it was Bob Backlund quickly adapting his style to take out the legs and the lower lumbar region of a very ginormous Sid Vicious. And they will be taking Mr. Vicious to the back on a stretcher as he is screaming in pain. And here comes Bob Backlund once again from the back room, and he has flipped Sid Vicious right off this rolling stretcher. And oh my God, Bob Backlund going for the timekeeper's bell, and oh, he smashes it upon Sid Vicious's cranium, busting him over wide open even more. What a bloody mess. He busted him open with a chair shot after. What has gotten into Bob Backlund? We like what we see here. Wow! And again, order is trying to be restored. And you can see Vince McMahon Jr. nodding his head in approval. We will dole out the punishment, he said. Vince McMahon Sr. put this team in the hands of his son, Vince McMahon Jr. So it's Bob Backlund in an absolute beatdown of Sid Vicious. Wow. It was brutal. For God's sakes, you could bring up assault charges on Bob Backlund for that ass-kicking of Sid Vicious. So Backlund, winner, and he might have used some questionable tactics. But you're in it to win it, folks. Backlund, winner. After hitting Sid Vicious in the nuts, he rolled him up, and the 1, 2, 3 count, and it was over. But it wasn't over, as Backlund continued his rampage of violence upon Sid Vicious, dislocating what seems to be his knee, and busting him wide open with a chair and then the timekeeper's bell. Good for you, Bob Backlund. And I misspelled Backlund. So we'll move. I don't know. Wow, what a way to start out night number 2. Backlund, winner by ass kicking. Rolling up Sid Vicious for the pin. Again, you do what you got to do to win the match. These are different types of matches here. This is NWA versus WWF. There's no love loss here. So Bob Backlund, spoiler alert, if you didn't see night number 1, spoiler alert, it was 3-3 after night number 1. Well, Bob Backlund, with his tremendous victory over Sid Vicious, makes it 4-3 WWF. So Frank Wayne Scott says, I hear we're getting Pat Patterson, I hope. Oh, yes, that would be cool. Chief J Strongbow and Pat Patterson. I would like that with Phil Sinker Games cards. Yes, absolutely, would love that. I love all my sets. I just got the, you can get these PDFs because I want to get Mil Mascaras and I want to get S.T. Jones. And they have one of Abraham Lincoln. How cool is that? So I'm going to download those this week and then go to the printers and print them up. I could print them here, but I think I can get a better print. UPS does a pretty nice job with their printing. So once again, at ringside, we have many luminaries such as Frank Wayne Scott, Carl Zilla, Trav, Beatles Eternally. Thank you for joining us. Check out that wonderful baseball channel. And Sports Time Machine is here. Check out his wonderful channel. Before we get to the next match, Dwayne Martz, another fabulous content creator in our YouTube community. Cutter Historical has a wonderful channel. Cleve Baseball Fan 879, Stratomatic Baseball Card and Dice, and David Selinsky. All right, wow, what action in our first of 6. 5 more to go, and we've got the tag team matchup here. 2 of the 4 horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, take on Larry Zbyszko and Tony Garea. This is our second tag match. If you did not see night number 1, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know, shut your eyes, plug your ears. Domenic DeNucci defeated with a comeback victory over the great Muta. DeNucci winner via the airplane spin when it looked all but lost for DeNucci. He came back. He showed the heart of a champion. Then, Stan the Man Stasiak would be the winner via DQ after he got an absolute ass decimating by Ronnie Garvin. Garvin sent Stasiak to the back on a stretcher and a trip to the hospital after he was DQ'd after he beat the bejesus out of Stasiak outside the ring. Stasiak, no small man, 6'4", 274, but Ronnie Garvin, a vicious competitor. A horrible, horrible act of violence by Ronnie Garvin as he pile-drived Stan the Man Stasiak on a steel chair. So 2-0 WWF. But then, an NWA non-fan favorite gave the NWA their first victory over a great WWF fan favorite, Ivan Putski. It was an annihilation. It was the Russian sickle of death, nearly decapitating Ivan Putski. It was Putski who said he would put his foot upon the chest of that Russian bastard on the 1-2-3 count. Well, sometimes things backfire. After the sickle from hell, it was, did I say Ivan Koloff? Nikita Koloff, pardon me. Nikita put his foot on Putski's chest for the 1-2-3. The Steiner brothers would win via DQ, but would get their ass kicked as salt was thrown in their face by Professor Toru Tanaka and Mr. Fuji, the devious ones. Freddie Blassie joined the fray with his cane, and they beat the living bejesus out of the Steiner brothers. Though the Steiners were getting the better of it, as Mr. Fuji was getting his ass kicked quite violently. But at the end, it was Tanaka and Fuji proving a point that they are tougher, stronger, and meaner. So it was 2-2. How do you do? Then, Dusty Rhodes versus High Chief Peter Maiva. Dusty Rhodes, with a second bionic elbow, gets the pin win in a tremendous contest. He really doled out a lot of punishment to the High Chief Peter Maiva as he wore down the man from the Isle of Samoa. But it took two bionic elbows to do the honors. So it was 3-2 in favor of the NWA. Then the last bout, the last match of night number 1. Ken Patera, Lex Luger, two of the most narcissistic bastards to ever step in a wrestling ring. Well, what you know about Lex Luger, he's the reluctant warrior. Ken Patera, with a quick victory over the reluctant warrior, beating down Luger, putting him in a full Nelson. He couldn't get him in that swinging full Nelson. He said he wanted to send Lex Luger to the morgue, but he was able to clamp on the full Nelson. Luger, like a puppy dog he is, quickly tapped out and relinquished the victory to Ken Patera. And as we just witnessed, Bob Backlund. I have Oxbaker. I picked up Oxbaker in my last set, the color version. I haven't used them yet. And again, I will only do this type of... I'm not always going to do it this way. And I'll only do this with quote-unquote free bootlegs. Because these are free. You can find them online. So they're free in my opinion. If I ever buy someone's bootlegs, I will not do this. I will never do this with Filsinger game cards I buy. Because it's not right. I'm not going to do that. But these are free. You can find them online, so I think this is a fun presentation. It gives everyone a feel for the game. I highly recommend Filsinger games. If you're not sure, you can get the black and white set for $13. I personally would go for the color set because the artwork is absolutely beautiful. I really love this game. It's a lot of fun. So, for $27, I think you get 16 wrestlers. Great wrestlers, a lot of fun, and you can see if you like it. And if you're not sure, if you're on the fence, go with the black and white. I just saw a very interesting interview with Oxbaker during a wrestling documentary. Man, he still looks like a scary dude. Whenever he did the interview, I don't even know if he's still alive. But. All right, on to bout number 2 of the second evening of action. The WWF is up 4-3 now. Anderson and Blanchard versus Zbyszko and Garea. It'll be Garea starting off with Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson has a pin rating of a 2. Tully Blanchard a pin rating of a 3. Zbyszko and Garea both have pin ratings of 3s. Here we go to start off the action, and it's Tony Garea against Arn Anderson. Garea goes for the quick arm drag takedown. Garea's agility -2, but I go with the higher roll. He makes the move. You're supposed to roll again. I don't play it that way. It's just an extra roll. And it's wrestling. You call it the way you want it, as long as you're sort of kind of using the cards. So he takes Arn. Actually, he has the agility on him anyway. So Garea with the arm drag takedown. Anderson is just pissed off. He can't believe that Tony Garea, the man from Auckland, New Zealand, 6'1", 235, took him over quite easily. Zbyszko, 5'11", 237, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, protege of the legend Bruno Sammartino. Anderson from the great state of Minnesota, 6 feet, 249. Tully Blanchard, an angry man from Texas, San Antonio, Texas to be exact, 5'11", 235. So Garea on level 2 offense after that arm drag takedown motions Arn Anderson forward as they come on, big boy. Here's Tony Garea. It is a 4. Tony Garea leapfrog as he sends Arn Anderson into the ropes. There's a tag to Zbyszko. And it is an arm breaker. So Zbyszko in the ring. Anderson, preoccupied with Garea, is in an arm breaker. What a job by the team of Zbyszko and Garea. I've never used these cards, so I'm unfamiliar with the Zbyszko and Garea cards as a tag team. I've not played them as a tag team. I've used Zbyszko with the real Legends of Wrestling card as a singles competitor. So bear with me one moment. So that was a leapfrog arm breaker. That's a 3 on a 2. Arn Anderson is down. Anderson, with a roll of a 6, can make his way to Tully Blanchard, but he cannot. Zbyszko grabs him by the leg and drags him back towards their corner, and Tony Garea, for good measure, comes off the top rope, the turnbuckle, and drops the knee into the back of Arn Anderson. The referee begins the count. Garea says, I don't care. They're in it to win it. So Zbyszko on level 3 offense. This could be a quick win. Let's see what Zbyszko can roll here. He's looking for the 5 or the 6. He gets a 2. Zbyszko stomps away. Now Arn Anderson getting to his feet. Garea grabs onto both arms of Arn Anderson, and Zbyszko pounding away to the labanza of Arn Anderson. Zbyszko and Garea showing they can be just as maniacal and vicious as the Four Horsemen. Tully Blanchard tries to enter the ring, and you can see it's Garea telling, hey, look, ref, and the ref forcing Tully Blanchard back. Zbyszko again on a level 3 roll. Zbyszko now scraping the bootlaces across the face of Arn Anderson. Holy cow. And Anderson, with that 2, he is hurt. Arn Anderson is hurt. So Arn Anderson stuck in that corner of Zbyszko and Garea. Zbyszko makes the quick tag to Garea. Garea comes in on level 2 offense. Tony Garea going for the front body press, and he's got it. He's got it. Arn Anderson hurt again, but they keep Arn Anderson close to their corner. Garea on level 2 offense. Tony Garea looking for the tag on with Zbyszko. They whip Arn Anderson into the ropes. Double shoulder block, and they drop the double elbow. They drop the double elbow on Arn Anderson. Anderson is hurt. Zbyszko, the legal man in the ring. A lot of quick tags by Zbyszko and Garea. Zbyszko on level 2 offense. That is a 6. Zbyszko trying to set up the backbreaker, and he nails it. And he holds Arn Anderson on his knee. And here's Garea off the top rope turnbuckle with a leg drop. Holy cow. They are really taking it to Arn Anderson. The referee admonishing them. Tully Blanchard comes in, gets in a quick little scuffle with Garea, but it is quickly broken up. Zbyszko is still the legal man in the ring, and he will roll on level 2 offense. Zbyszko now looking for the back elbow smash, and not once, not twice, but 3 times into the head of Arn Anderson. Zbyszko with a choice B. Zbyszko with a choice B here after several elbow shots. Can go with a standing drop kick. 2 through 8. And that's what he's going to do. He grabs Arn Anderson by his short hair. Not those short hairs. Yuck, yuck. He needs an 8 or under. Booyah! Oh my lord, he nails Anderson right in the chops. Anderson belly flops head over heels towards the center of the ring, and Zbyszko quickly drags him back to the corner and tags Tony Garea. Quick tags. They're controlling the pace, Zbyszko and Garea. People thought that maybe the 4 horsemen, Anderson and Blanchard, could out-wrestle Zbyszko and Garea, but so far it's been all Zbyszko and Garea. So Garea on a level 2 offense now. Garea sends Anderson hard into the turnbuckle. Garea goes in. And he's looking to land something. Arn Anderson ducks underneath. He needs a 6 for the tag, and he leaps, and he gets the tag on Tully Blanchard. Blanchard comes in like a house of fire on level 2 offense. Here's Tully Blanchard. Blanchard goes for the kick to the groin. Garea has more agility. He grabs the leg, spins Blanchard, and he kicks Tully right in the balls. And Blanchard goes down to the canvas, rolling around in pain. Garea grabs both legs, spread eagle, and he drops the knee into the franks and beans of Tully Blanchard. The fans say, do it again. Garea splits the legs, and booyah! Oh, man, he's going to have some blue balls. Swollen blue balls, that is. Tony Garea has just dropped 3 nut shots on Tully Blanchard, while Zbyszko distracted the referee. Good job by Larry. Garea on a level 2 offense. Garea with a 6 on level 2 offense goes for the front body press slam on Tully Blanchard. Booyah! He brings him over. Blanchard in trouble. Blanchard trying to escape. He is just in bad shape. Blanchard trying to make the quick tag. He lunges for Arn Anderson as Garea tries to grab him by the leg. He needs a 6 and under. He can't get it. Garea grabs him by the leg and drags him back. Makes the tag to Zbyszko. Zbyszko from the turnbuckle drops the knee into Tully Blanchard's lower lumbar region. Zbyszko on level 2 offense. It is a 3. Zbyszko will send Blanchard into the ropes. So he's sending Blanchard into the ropes. Blanchard's rope rating is a B. I don't know if I would have done that, but Zbyszko did. So Blanchard's ropes rating is a B. That's an 11. Blanchard coming off the ropes. And Larry Zbyszko with a tremendous missile drop kick. Oh my lord. He waited to the very last second, elevated and nearly decapitated Tully Blanchard. Blanchard is down and nearly out. Zbyszko on a level 3 now, looking for the win. Zbyszko looking for a 5 or a 6. He's got the 6. He's got the 6. Garea comes in the ring. There's the tag. They send a lifeless Tully Blanchard into the ropes. Sunset flip. Garea. I don't know who's the legal man in the ring anymore. It looks like it's Zbyszko applying the face lock. It's a +1 maneuver. So Zbyszko stays in the ring. It was some sort of bizarre double tag. Blanchard, that's a +1 finisher. Will Blanchard submit? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I probably should have used a pin save there, but I forgot. Blanchard makes his way to the ropes. Unbelievable. Blanchard's pin rating goes to a 4. Zbyszko quickly tags Garea. Garea level 3 offense. Garea with a 5. Jackknife cradle. Booyah on Tully Blanchard. 3. Blanchard is down. Blanchard down. Arn Anderson comes into the ring. Blanchard, with that distraction, is able to roll out of the ring. He's trying to regroup. J.J. Dillon outside the ring, trying to help out the Four Horsemen here. Blanchard's outside the ring rating is an A. That's the best you can be. Let's roll here. Tony Garea, will he pursue Tully Blanchard? That is a 6. Garea comes out of the ring to continue the assault. Tully Blanchard pulls something out of his trunks. What is it? Oh, brass knuckles! Holy crap, it looked like brass knuckles. He nails Garea and then slams Garea's head into the timekeeper's bell, busting open the man from Auckland, New Zealand. Zbyszko comes over. Arn Anderson greets him with a football tackle, and they're going at it tooth and nail on the concrete floor. Tully Blanchard takes a chair, smashing it on Garea over and over again. The referee looking for the DQ. He looks towards both officials of the NWA and the WWF. He doesn't know what to do. There is no DQ as Blanchard continues to wail away on Tony Garea with that chair. Arn Anderson getting the better of Zbyszko. He has somehow found a rope from underneath the ring, and he is choking out Larry Zbyszko. And now it's payback for the Four Horsemen. Here comes J.J. Dillon. Dillon puts a boot into the testicular region of Larry Zbyszko. A bloody Garea is tossed back into the ring. Tully Blanchard looking for his pound of flesh now. Level 3 offense for Tully. Tully with a 4, and he sends Tony Garea right over the top rope, back on the concrete floor. Garea's outside the ring is a B. This is a vicious and violent contest. So Garea on the concrete floor. Outside the ring, he has a B rating. That is a 7 on a B. Garea struggling to get back in the ring. He's a bloody mess. Zbyszko, nearly choked out, is still on the opposite side on the concrete floor. Arn Anderson has made it back to his corner. Garea trying to get back in the ring. Here comes J.J. Dillon, and Dillon smacks him in the back of the head with something. And Garea is now dragged into the ring by Tully Blanchard. Blanchard on level 3 offense. Holy cow, how the worm has turned. This is unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Blanchard has to take advantage of this. Let's see if he can. Actually, Blanchard will make the quick tag to Anderson. Level 3 offense for Anderson. It is a 4. Anderson with a standing arm bar, trying to break the arm of a bloody Tony Garea. He's really locked it on. Garea's in a lot of pain here. Anderson asking the ref, telling the ref, ask him, ask him, ask him. And Garea makes his way to the ropes. Again, we didn't use a pin save there because it was a 3 and under. But now Garea goes to a 4. Anderson still on level 3 offense. Anderson goes for the enforcer bomb, and booyah! He nails it. He has a choice H. Zbyszko making his way back into the corner. He's a bit dazed still from being choked out and kicked in the balls by J.J. Dillon. The choking out was by Arn Anderson. So a choice H now after the enforcer bomb for Arn Anderson. Choice H. Flying elbow drop from the top turnbuckle against Garea's agility. That's a -2, so it's going to be a 50-50 or a death jump. We're going to go 50-50. Arn Anderson on the turnbuckle going for the big elbow drop. Needs a 6 and under, and he nails it! Oh my lord, here come the Four Horsemen back. Unbelievable. It looked like they were all but out. Anderson on level 3 offense. Anderson with a 4 goes again with that standing arm bar, trying to break a bloody Tony Garea's arm. Garea in trouble. Garea desperately trying to make it to the ropes. He does. Garea rolls away from Anderson, tries to lunge to make the tag to Zbyszko. He needs a 6. He cannot. As Tully Blanchard comes in and interferes. Blanchard and Anderson drag him back to the corner, and here's the tag to Tully Blanchard to try to work over Tony Garea. Tully on level 3 offense with a 1 goes for a grinding chinlock on Garea. Garea in a lot of pain. Again, Garea makes his way to the ropes, is able to roll away from Tully Blanchard. Blanchard can't believe it. He lunges for Zbyszko. He needs a 6 and under, and he still cannot make the tag because Arn Anderson was already coming into the ring, and they were dragging Garea, a bloody Garea. You can see the blood on the canvas, back towards the Four Horsemen corner. Blanchard tags back in Arn Anderson. And that is a level 3 for Arn Anderson on offense. Arn Anderson, spine buster! Oh my lord! A devastating maneuver for Arn Anderson upon a bloody Tony Garea. Garea is hurt. Level 2 offense for Arn Anderson. That is a 1. Arn Anderson goes for the kick to the ribs. Garea, can he counter? He catches the kick, spins Arn Anderson, and kicks him in the nuts. Garea rolls towards Zbyszko and makes the tag. So here comes Larry Zbyszko on level 2 offense. Zbyszko with a 6. Breaks the eyes of Arn Anderson. Goes for the backbreaker. Booyah! Nailing Arn Anderson. Zbyszko level 2 offense. Zbyszko now applies the sleeper hold. He applies the sleeper hold on Arn Anderson. He's locked it in. Anderson flailing with his arms. 4 and under, it is over. I think we got to try to use a pin save here. Each team gets 2. We're going to go pin save, which is a submission save right now. Here comes Tully Blanchard. That's a 5, and Blanchard comes in and blasts Zbyszko in the back of the head, breaking up the submission. Garea, a bloody Garea, comes in and lands a huge right hand on Tully Blanchard, sending him head over heels back towards his corner. Garea stomping away. Zbyszko regains his senses. All the wrestlers are in the ring. Referee trying to gain control of the mat action here. Zbyszko, as Blanchard now goes to a 3-pin rating. Oh, it would have been a 3 and under, excuse me. It would have been a 3 and under. 2 and under. But we used 1 pin save. Zbyszko, level 3 offense with a 4, applies the bear hug that Bruno Sammartino taught him on Arn Anderson. Anderson is hurt. Anderson is hurt. And he claps the ears of Zbyszko. But he has lost his breath. Zbyszko plants an elbow right in Anderson's head. Zbyszko on level 2 offense. A 2. Zbyszko goes for a body slam. Booyah! He nails it. Anderson tries to roll towards Tully Blanchard and the tag. He needs a 6 and under, and he's got it. Tully Blanchard comes in like a house of fire, puts a boot to Zbyszko and hits him with an uppercut. Tully Blanchard on level 2 offense. Tully goes for the kick to the nuts. Who has the better agility? It's even. It goes to Zbyszko. Zbyszko catches the leg and clotheslines Tully Blanchard. Zbyszko now on level 2 offense. Larry Zbyszko goes for the body slam. Booyah! He nails it. Blanchard goes for the tag. He can't get it. Zbyszko drags Blanchard back towards his corner and tags a bloody and very angry Tony Garea. Garea comes in the ring after putting the boot into Blanchard's midsection on a level 2 offense. It's a 6 for Tony Garea. The front body press sends Tully Blanchard to the canvas. That's a 3. He is down. Blanchard is down. Blanchard will roll out of the ring. He had success when he baited Zbyszko and Garea out of the ring. That's when the Four Horsemen turned the tide of battle. Ring rating for Tully Blanchard is an A. And we will roll on that ring rating. Blanchard looking for a good roll here. A 5. That's going to be a good roll for Tully Blanchard on an A. Here comes Tony Garea. And now they're going at it tooth and nail. All 4 wrestlers are out on the concrete floor banging away with whatever they can find. Kicks, punches, bites, they don't care. Chairs are being whacked away at one another. Blood is spewing from Tully Blanchard's head. Zbyszko's busted open as Arn Anderson sends him into the stairs. They're pounding away back and forth. The referee has lost all control of this. J.J. Dillon has a chair in his hand and he's smacking away at Zbyszko, smacking away at Garea. Garea punches J.J. Dillon in the balls. Garea gets the chair. Blanchard, who was helping to pummel Larry Zbyszko, turns back to Garea and booyah! Garea nails Tully Blanchard. We roll on the double DQ. It's got to be 4s for Garea and Zbyszko. 5s for Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. We have to add it up. Here goes the Four Horsemen. They're not DQ'd. Zbyszko and Garea are not DQ'd. Again, we have referee indecision. The bout continues. All 4 grapplers are busted open and bleeding. And they continue to maul and brawl outside the ring. To the horror, the shock, but the fascinations of the fans here at Digital Dice Arena. They're loving the pure violence of these matches. Who will win this brawl? Let's find out. If nobody is disqualified, roll 1 die to see who wins the brawl. On level 3 offense. So, even roll. We're going to look at the red die because it was Blanchard. If it's even, they win. It's not! Garea and Zbyszko win the brawl for it all. I don't remember who the legal man in the ring is. I think it's Blanchard. So Blanchard rolled back in the ring against Tony Garea. Both grapplers bleeding profusely as Zbyszko and Arn Anderson continue to go out at one another outside the ring on the concrete floor. Zbyszko getting the better of it now. Zbyszko has something in his hand and he has smacked Tully Blanchard. Blanchard is down. Zbyszko kicking away at a prone Arn Anderson. J.J. Dillon comes over and Zbyszko nails him with the right hand. Dillon's glasses go flying into the crowd and maybe some chiclets. So Tony Garea on level 3 offense against Tully Blanchard. It is a 2 for Tony Garea. Tony Garea continues to stomp away. Level 2 again. Now Tony Garea on the top turnbuckle going for a death jump. Tully Blanchard's death jump rating is a B. This is a big move for Garea, looking to inflict maximum damage. Here's the roll. It is a 3. That's not going to bode well for Tony Garea, I don't think. So the death jump, a 3 on a B. Garea from the top turnbuckle comes down with a frog splash cross body block. But Tully Blanchard rolls him into a pinning situation. If it's a 4 or under, it is done. And Garea just kicks out. Holy cow, Tully Blanchard had the wherewithal to turn it into a pinning situation using Garea's momentum against him. Garea now's pin rating goes to a 5. A bloody Blanchard looks to make a tag, but no one's in the corner. Blanchard on level 3 offense now moves towards Garea. Blanchard with a 3, stomping away at Garea. Blanchard again on level 3 offense. Sends Garea out of the ring, over the top rope. Now it's Garea outside the ring rating. What a fantastic, brutal brawl we have here. So Garea's outside the ring rating is a B. It's a 5 for Garea on a B. Blanchard comes out of the ring to continue to inflict damage. Garea grabs him, puts a knee into the stomach region or lower, slams Blanchard into the timekeeper's table, now sends Blanchard into the first pillar and pole of the corner. Booyah! More blood from the head of Tully Blanchard. Zbyszko screaming for Garea to put him on his knee. As Arn Anderson is still incapacitated outside the ring, Zbyszko from the apron drops the elbow on Tully Blanchard. Holy cow! Holy cow! Unbelievable! The referee has called it! The referee has called it! Who's he DQ'd? He's DQ'd Zbyszko and Garea! He's finally grown a pair of balls. You can hear the NWA officials screaming to DQ Zbyszko and Garea. Oh, there's going to be controversy in this matchup as the fallen, the beaten Blanchard and Anderson, practically unconscious on the concrete floor, are victorious due to the DQ when Zbyszko came off the apron, as Garea held Blanchard on his knee, dropping the elbow. J.J. Dillon coming over, and now Garea and Zbyszko pounding away on J.J. Dillon, and they smash him right through the timekeeper's table. Yet another timekeeper's table destroyed in this event. So Zbyszko and Garea are losers, but yet winners in a weird way. They have laid out Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and J.J. Dillon, and now they make their way. A bloody Zbyszko and Garea, as Vince McMahon Jr. has come up to them. They make their way towards the referee. Officials trying to get between Zbyszko, Garea, and the referee. As Zbyszko and Garea, they mean to do bodily harm to the referee. But your winners, as let's make sure I called this right. Awesome specialty move. The referee, yep, they're disqualified. And that will give the NWA a win. We've seen quite a few of these in these extravaganza matches. So Anderson and Blanchard, winners via DQ, but they are unconscious along with J.J. Dillon, as Zbyszko and Garea, back and forth violence, but the win goes to the NWA and the Four Horsemen. We are now knotted at 4 apiece. What a bodily assault. And again, Zbyszko and Garea, along with Vince McMahon Jr., have to be restrained from assaulting the referee. These WWF wrestlers, they're in it to win it. They came in. The NWA called them softies. Well, they've pulled out all the stops. They might not have won all these matches, but they're inflicting damage as good as the NWA is. Wow. unbelievable. So it's 4 bouts apiece with 4 to go. And here's a big matchup coming up. Chief J Strongbow versus Barry Windham. Strongbow's pin rating is a 3. Barry Windham's pin rating is a 2. Barry Windham has to be a little bit in shock to see how his fellow 4 horsemen were battered. He will not have J.J. Dillon at ringside, as Dillon was whammied through the timekeeper's table by Garea and Zbyszko. So it's Chief J Strongbow pledging to put the tomahawk chop upon Barry Windham's noggin and scalp him. Barry Windham says he'll send the chief back to that dirty reservation he came from in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. Not very politically correct for Mr. Windham, we will say. Barry Windham will go to the ring alone. There will be no J.J. Dillon. Chief J Strongbow, 6 feet tall, 246 pounds. Not necessarily a true Native American. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Joe Scarpa. Pawhuska, Oklahoma. Barry Windham, a Texican, Sweetwater, Texas. 6'7", 273. As he approaches the ring, Chief J Strongbow is already, and Jake Cruz has joined us in the front row at Digital Dice Arena. Hope all is well, Jake. Chief J Strongbow already in the ring, going through a mini war dance, revving himself up, and here comes Barry Windham, and by his side, holy cow, is Blackjack Mulligan. Blackjack Mulligan, who's told Barry, I'm your father. So Blackjack Mulligan is coming to the ring with Barry Windham. What an escort that is. Well, that's a wild card now, isn't it? Both grapplers in the ring. No love lost here. There's no love lost between any of these wrestlers from the NWA or the WWF. Chief J Strongbow, Barry Windham, they want to go at it. The referee trying to quickly go through the necessary rules and regulations governing these bouts here at Digital Dice Arena in this wrestling extravaganza. They check for weapons, no illegal objects, and now they call for the bell. And Chief J Strongbow quickly goes for a leg dive on Barry Windham, and he's got it. He's got the leg dive on Barry Windham. Now Chief J goes for a scoop slam. Windham, the stronger of the two, denies the Chief the scoop slam, and he slams Chief J Strongbow. Windham on level 2 offense. That is a 3 for Barry Windham. Windham looking for the atomic drop, the inverted atomic drop, and booyah! He nails it. He's looking for a quick victory for the NWA. He has a choice A now. He has a choice A. What a quick win this could be for Barry Windham and the NWA. I think I said AWA. I apologize. Choice A. Belly-to-belly suplex. Belly-to-belly suplex. 8 and under. Chief J struggles, but Barry Windham gets him over into the canvas. A beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Level 2 offense for Barry Windham. Blackjack Mulligan cheering on his son, Barry Windham. Barry Windham with the 4. Chief J, he's telling Chief J to get up. Chief J slowly rises like the Phoenix, but unlike the Phoenix, he is smacked in the face with a tremendous drop kick from the 6'7" Barry Windham. Windham now has a choice E. What will Windham do here? It's been all Barry Windham after Chief J Strongbow went for the leg dive. Choice E. A power slam. That would be 9 and under, or a Scorpion Deathlock, which would be an 8 or under. And if he pulls it off, it's a level 3 offensive maneuver afterwards. He's going Scorpion Deathlock. Chief J counters. Chief J counters, and with a chop to the throat, a lunging chop to the throat of Barry Windham, which catches him in the Adam's apple. Chief J Strongbow takes over on level 2 offense. Chief J Strongbow with a 5. Chief J Strongbow goes into the war dance, chops and kicks. Windham doesn't know what hits him. Chief J goes for a quick suplex. Booyah! Takes Windham right over. Chief J on the warpath, as they say. Barry Windham has to circle the wagons. You can hear Blackjack Mulligan giving him encouragement and advice. Level 2 offense for Chief J Strongbow. That is a 6. Windham into the ropes. Chief J goes for the double chop to the throat. Once again, trying to get the windpipe of Barry Windham to cut off the oxygen. It is a tremendous shot by Chief J Strongbow, and down goes Barry Windham. Chief J needs snake eyes. Windham quickly kicks out, but the first pin attempt goes to the Chief from Pahuxa, Oklahoma. Windham's pin rating goes to a 3. Chief J Strongbow on a level 6. It is a 1. Chief J Strongbow in the war dance, kicking away at the legs of Barry Windham. Now a chop, and now he goes for the headbutt. Windham is dazed. Chief J level 1 offense. Chief J goes for the arm drag takedown of Barry Windham. He takes him over, and now Chief J is verbally giving it to Barry Windham as he makes a mockery of Barry Windham. Chief J on level 1 offense again. It is a 6. Chief J goes for the scoop slam, and Barry Windham puts the knee between the legs of Chief J Strongbow. Boy, did he hit him in his little teepee. Down goes Strongbow. Barry Windham, with a devious smile on his face, takes over on level 2 offense. Windham with the West Texas Lariat as he's looking to set it up. He sends Strongbow into the ropes, looking to nail Strongbow with the Lariat, and he does! Now it's Windham going for the pin, 3 and under. Chief J Strongbow, 1, 2, and Strongbow puts his leg on the lower rope. Lucky for the good Chief that he was near the ropes. Strongbow's pin rating goes to a 4. Windham takes over on level 3 offense. Windham with the 6. Windham, 1 elbow smash, 2 elbow smash, 3 elbow smash. He is pounding away on Chief J Strongbow. Strongbow goes into the war dance. Windham continues to pound away. Strongbow in the war dance. Strongbow turns towards Windham, and Windham puts the big old Texas boot into the Franks and Beans. Down goes Strongbow. Windham goes for the Sweetwater suplex, holds up, and booyah! Turns it into a pinning combination. It is a +1 finisher. 5 and under, it is over. 1, 2, 3, and Barry Windham with the boot shot to the balls and the Sweetwater suplex defeats Chief J Strongbow and his famous war dance. Well, the mighty Chief couldn't pull it off. It was Barry Windham with the victory. And it is a huge victory, giving a very convincing win to the NWA. Blackjack Mulligan comes in to congratulate his son, Chief J Strongbow, groggy. Barry Windham lifts up Chief J, and here comes Blackjack Mulligan. He puts the Blackjack Claw on Chief J Strongbow. He has it on Strongbow, looking to pop his eyeballs out. Windham screaming, "Pop his eyeballs out, Dad!" Oh my Lord! Chief J Strongbow back down to the canvas, and it is Blackjack Mulligan with the claw hold right on the frontal cranium, digging into the temples of Chief J Strongbow. You can see Strongbow's feet smacking away at the canvas, and they've put an X over the screen. It is too violent. It is too bloody for anyone to see. Officials try to storm the ring, but it's Barry Windham keeping them at bay. All mayhem has broken loose here at Digital Dice Arena. Official after official try to get in the ring from both sides. And now order is finally restored as Windham and his father Blackjack Mulligan slowly leave the ring, mocking the Chief and the WWF. Barry Windham is the winner. Chief J. Strongbow is a mess on the canvas. Holy cow. So Barry Windham wins via the kick in the balls and the Sweetwater suplex. +1 finishing maneuver. Windham, winner via Sweetwater superplex. I said suplex. It's a superplex. And the pin over Strongbow. Another win. This was a convincing win for the NWA, unlike the disqualification win for Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, who basically, at the end of that match, did get totally annihilated. So after splitting on the first night of action 3-3, you had Bob Backlund giving the WWF a 4-3 lead. The disqualification win for Anderson and Blanchard made it 4-4. And now Windham, with a tremendous victory over Chief J. Strongbow, makes it 5-4 NWA. And you can't witness a stronger victory than that by Barry Windham. And more damage doled out by his father, Blackjack Mulligan, as he applied the Blackjack Claw, on Chief J. Strongbow's frontal lobe, the cranium. He really dug into those temples. Now comes a match of behemoths. Can the WWF tie it up at 5? It'll be Big Van Vader versus Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon, no longer from Manchuria, has come out to say, no, I am 6'6", 400 pounds from Rochester, New York. Big Van Vader, 6'5", 452, Rocky Mountains, Colorado. So it's Vader versus Monsoon. That sounds like a horror movie. Wow, what action we've had here tonight. As Trav says, Strongbow and Windham will be a good match. It was a good match. I like it. Travis says, I just played using Pro Wrestling. I have that game too. I can't remember. It's Pro Wrestling Superstars, I think. PWS. And Strongbow pinned Windham after a barrage of tomahawk chops at the 10-minute mark. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. So here we go. Big Van Vader, Gorilla Monsoon in the ring. I don't know how this diminutive referee will control the situation. Vader will have a slight edge. Pin rating is a 2. Gorilla Monsoon's pin rating is a 3. Vader's agility is 0, so he has an edge over the +2 of Monsoon's agility. Vader's power is a -4, which is very good. Gorilla Monsoon's power is a -3, which is very good. But so Vader has 3 plus points already. Better pin rating, better agility, and slightly better power. The referee quickly calls for the bell, and these behemoths will go at it. And it's Gorilla Monsoon with a double leg takedown of Big Van Vader. So Monsoon showing agility that most people think he doesn't have. He's kind of nimble for a big man on his feet. Level 2 offense for Gorilla Monsoon. It is a 2. Monsoon goes for a big chop to the big, girthy, broad chest of Van Vader. Big Van Vader. Vader absorbs it. Monsoon on level 2 offense. Monsoon chops away at Big Van Vader. Monsoon sends Vader into the ropes. Vader's rope rating is a B. Not bad for a big man. So into the ropes, B rope rating for Big Van Vader. That's a 9. Vader comes off the ropes. Monsoon tries a shoulder block, but it's Big Van Vader who gets the better of it, and Monsoon backs up 3 steps. Vader takes over on level 2 offense. Vader with a kick to Monsoon. Stomach. Vader scoops up Monsoon. What strength? Slams him down. Goes for the avalanche. Booyah! Right on Gorilla Monsoon and the pin. And Monsoon, fortunate enough to be close to those ropes, puts his leg on the ropes. NWA almost had another quick victory over a WWF superstar. Vader on level 3 offense. Vader with a 4. Vader, he's an agile man. Vader off the ropes. Moonsault as Gorilla Monsoon starts to rise. Booyah! He nails Monsoon. Monsoon moved slightly, so it was not the full effect. Vader on level 2 offense. Vader scoops up Monsoon, slams him down off the ropes. Avalanche drop once again. Monsoon is down. Vader on a level 3 offense, looking for a 5 or 6 roll. He gets the 4. Moonsault once again. Monsoon is hurt. Vader on level 2. Vader taking it to Gorilla Monsoon, wanting to send him back to Rochester, New York in a body bag. A 4. Vader sends Monsoon into the turnbuckle. That's a lot of girth going into that turnbuckle. Hopefully it stands up. Gorilla Monsoon's turnbuckle rating is a B. That is a 9. I don't think that's going to bode well for the Gorilla. A 9 on a B. Monsoon goes hard into the turnbuckle. Van Vader comes in with all of his might and girth and brings the knee right into Gorilla Monsoon's chin. Monsoon down to a knee. Vader on level 2 offense. That is a 2 for Big Van Vader. Vader puts a kick into Monsoon. Monsoon is down. Vader now using the turnbuckle ropes for a sit-down splash. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Vader again on level 2 offense. That is a 4. Vader gets Monsoon to his feet and sends him into the opposite turnbuckle. Again, Monsoon a B rating. That is a 10. That's not going to bode well for the Gorilla. A 10 on a B. Monsoon comes hard off the turnbuckle. With a... Oh, Monsoon hard off the turnbuckle. Clotheslines. Vader, unbelievable. So Monsoon comes hard off the turnbuckle with a specialty move. As Vader was looking to load up, it was Monsoon who surprised Vader with a huge lariat. And both wrestlers go down as they both nail each other with lariats. The wrestler with a better turnbuckle rating, they both went for clotheslines. Vader has an A turnbuckle rating. He will get to his feet first. Monsoon still struggling. Vader on level 3 offense. The crowd is in shock to see these behemoths nearly both decapitate oneself. The referee was counting. They had to get up by 10, and Vader got up by 7. Monsoon still groggy. Vader on level 3 offense goes for the moonsault, and he's got it. He's got it once again. Monsoon is hurt. Vince McMahon Jr. has come down to ringside screaming at Monsoon to roll out of the ring, and that's just what the good Gorilla will do. Monsoon's outside the ring rating is an A. Can he do some damage to Van Vader? That's a 10. That is a 10. Vader comes out of the ring. Vader has a chair. The referee trying to get it away from Big Van Vader. Vader pushes him away and smashes it over the head of Gorilla Monsoon. We rolled for the DQ. And that is it. They have DQ'd Big Van Vader, but he continues to pummel away at a prone Gorilla Monsoon on the concrete floor, pounding away, pounding away. Vince McMahon Jr. coming over, and he gets smacked with a chair by Big Van Vader. Vader just continues to pound away at the head and now torso of a prone Gorilla Monsoon. Once again, officials storm the ringside area with police to try to restore order. Security forces and police trying to break this up in this one-way massacre. Vader continues to inflict damage with that chair. Tasers have been pulled out. Tasers have been pulled out. The NWA officials finally trying to convince Vader to drop the chair, and he does. Oh my lord, look at Monsoon. He's busted wide open. He's going to need some medical attention. Monsoon gets the win. But once again, is it truly a win? You can see the emotions getting to these grapplers. This is a huge extravaganza. Monsoon with the win. But he is a bloody mess after being battered with the steel chair. So Monsoon, winner via DQ over Vader. Chair shots. Vince McMahon, they're going to have to provide some medical attention to Mr. Vince McMahon Jr. as he is, wow, he has a laceration above the left eye. As Trav from ringside says, McMahon won't be hiring Vader. I think not. But a win for the WWF, and that will make it even Stevens, 8 apiece. Again, some of the wins are not really good wins. It's just the emotion of these wrestlers for both sides overtakes them. The violence comes out. They're already very violent, large men, but the pure hatred for one another, the pure hatred of both organizations towards one another really come out. We now prepare, as they're trying to get fans back in their seats, the WWF fans jawing with the NWA fans. There have been a few altercations in the stands here at Digital Dice Arena, but Dave Gardner and Ron Juckett have had prepared a very sound security staff and security mechanisms and procedures, and order is always quickly restored, so the enjoyment of the families, friends, and fans can continue. We go to the co-main event. An aging Bruno Sammartino, still great but not in his prime, takes on a prime narcissistic nature boy Ric Flair. In their primes, Bruno would have probably dragged him out to the alley and kicked the living shit out of him. In real life, I honestly think so, because Ric Flair's pretty much a weenie. He can kick my ass because he's 3 times my size, but not really a tough guy when it comes to wrestling. He's no Harley Race, that's for sure. So an aging Sammartino will try to put the WWF up by 1 going into the main event. Superstar Billy Graham and Sting. Ric Flair, who has often badmouthed the legend Bruno Sammartino, saying he was the champion of New York. Well, I don't think so. Bruno says, I'll make him eat those words. I'll make him eat those words. Every place we went together, I was a headliner and he was on the undercard. True. So very true, Mr. Sammartino. So here we go. Ric Flair will enter with all the pomp and circumstance of a total a-hole. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who I like as a performer. As a human being, he leaves a lot to be desired. Here comes Ric Flair to his music and those robes. Unbelievable. A lovely lady on each arm. Flair slowly making his way to the ring. Sammartino will enter second. So Flair now in the ring. The music at its peak. Flair yells out, "Woo!" And now the music is cut. Bruno Sammartino needs no music. The WWF fans erupt as the living legend comes down the aisle towards the ring. Sammartino quickly in the ring, and he goes right at Ric Flair. He's not waiting for the bell, but Flair is able to greet him with a snapmare takedown. Flair on a level 2 offense, so Flair was prepared for it. Flair stomping away at Sammartino. Ric Flair goes for a somersault knee drop, and he nails Sammartino with a somersault knee drop. Unbelievable. Flair goes for the quick cover. He needs snake eyes, and Sammartino powers out of it. So it was Sammartino who charged the ring, but he paid the price. Sammartino now on a level 3 pin. Flair on a level 3 offense. Flair goes for the sleeper hold. He has locked it on, but Sammartino makes his way to the ropes. Flair will not relinquish the hold. Choice H as the referee begins to count. Flair puts a knee to the lower lumbar region of Sammartino. Sammartino's had a lot of back issues here by 1977. It's no longer the prime Sammartino. Choice H for Ric Flair. What will Flair do here? Flair continues to use his knee into the back of Sammartino. Sammartino draped on the ropes. Flair choking away at Sammartino. The referee counts. Flair now uses the ropes to fling Sammartino back. Flair takes 2 steps back, now 2 steps forward, high in the air, drops the knee right across the forehead of Bruno Sammartino. Flair now goes to the top turnbuckle. He goes to the turnbuckle, 9 and under. 9 and under. He drops the flying elbow, and Sammartino moves out of the way. Oh, Sammartino took some hard shots, but he was playing possum. Sammartino takes over on level 2 offense. Bruno needs to do some damage here. Bruno looking for the arm drag takedown. He's got it. He takes Flair to the canvas, and now he goes with the turning of the wrist. So Bruno working on that arm. Bruno on level 2 offense, and again the arm drag takedown, but this time Flair holds on and takes Sammartino over. Excellent counter by Ric Flair, who woos at Bruno Sammartino. Flair on level 1 offense. Flair strutting around, wooing once again. Sammartino is incensed. Sammartino, as Flair walks right up to Bruno, spits in Bruno's face, and Sammartino smacks him with an open hand. Sammartino on level 1 offense. Bruno goes for the drop kick, but Flair moves out of the way. And there's the age being shown by Bruno Sammartino. In his younger days would have took the Nature Boy's head right off. Ric Flair on level 2 offense. It is a 4. Flair looks for the somersault knee drop. This is a big maneuver, and he nails it. And Sammartino quickly rolls out of the ring. Sammartino shaking his head. He really took the brunt of that. Sammartino's outside the ring rating is an A. Can he turn the tide of battle? Will Flair come out to face Sammartino on the concrete? Outside of the ring, we roll. That's an 11. Here comes Flair. Here comes Flair. Flair comes out of the ring. Flair grabs a steel chair. Oh my lord, he's looking to inflict maximum damage on Bruno Sammartino. And then the new official just wants to try to restore order. He tries to grab the chair from Flair. Now Bruno starts grappling with Flair. Flair kicks Bruno in the balls. And booyah with the chair. We roll for disqualification. The referee in a panic does nothing. It's Flair pounding away on a prone and agonizing Bruno Sammartino. Sammartino spewing blood from his forehead now as Ric Flair woos at him, and the crowd, the NWA crowd, woos. The WWF fans sit and watch in horror as the living legend is being pummeled by this narcissistic nature boy Ric Flair. Flair over and over again with chair shots, and the referee does nothing. Flair now sends Bruno Sammartino into the corner post pole 1. Now he takes him into the next corner post pole 2. The referee's not even counting. He's on the outside of the ring. What the hell's wrong with this ref? He says, take it back in the ring. Ric Flair woos. He says, I got 2 more posts to go. Booyah! Into the third. Sammartino down to a knee. Flair forcing Sammartino up, and he sends him into the 4th pole, and down goes Sammartino. He is a bloody mess. Flair woos at Sammartino and rolls a bloody Sammartino back in the ring. Level 3 offense for Ric Flair. It is a 2. Flair stomping away on Bruno. Now a 6. He's going to apply the figure 4 leg lock on Bruno Sammartino. What total annihilation it would be on the aging Bruno Sammartino. We have to roll again. And my God, is that small right there, and I can't read it. Flair's figure 4 leg lock rating increases by 1 each time one of the 3 moves. All right, he hasn't had any of those moves. So it is a figure 4. Maximum it can go up is 4 to a plus 4. So he has not done... Well, if he does a figure 4 again, it would be a plus 1. The knee clip he hasn't done. That would have made it a plus. So it's here it goes. 3 and under. Sammartino submits. Sammartino makes his way to the ropes. Flair will not relinquish the hold. We've seen this. We've seen this a lot. And finally, the referee actually has to forcibly break the hold. Sammartino goes to a level 4 finish pin rating. Flair still on level 3, and he's got the figure 4 once again. Quickly taking Sammartino off his legs, dragging him towards the center of the ring, and that is the 2nd time, so that's going to be a plus 1 finisher. 5 and under, Sammartino submits. Sammartino turns it. He turns it. Flair breaks the hold. Sammartino in a lot of pain. Flair still on level 3 offense, and Flair again quickly puts the figure 4 on Bruno Sammartino. It is a 6 now and under, and again Bruno Sammartino showing his determination. Even though he is past his prime, he again turns the figure 4, and Flair quickly gets out of it. But it is Ric Flair. It is Ric Flair still in control. Level 3. Can he roll another 6? No, it is a 5. It is a pinning combination here. Sammartino gets up on gimpy legs. Flair sends him to the ropes, follows him with a clothesline. Flair nearly goes over the top rope, but he holds on. Now he comes somersaulting back in for the pin. Flair's legs are on the ropes. The referee doesn't see it. 6 and under. And Sammartino powers out of it. Sammartino will not go quietly. He's not mounted much offense. Flair has beaten him down. And old Sammartino still has much fight, but just not the ability against Ric Flair, it seems, tonight. Flair still on level 3 offense. Flair with a chop to the chest of Sammartino. Sammartino down to one knee. Flair now with an elbow. Now a knee strike. Sammartino down. Flair goes for the figure 4 once again. I think this is a third time, so that's plus 2. 9 and under. Sammartino, can he turn it? Can he turn it? Can he turn it? He can't. Sammartino can't turn it. Flair has locked it in. He's rearing back. He's rearing back. He won't submit. He won't submit. Arnold Skolin is at ringside telling Bruno to submit, but he won't. And Skolin has come in and thrown in the towel. Arnold Skolin has thrown in the towel. Flair just rearing back. The referee saying it's over. Flair continues to hold on to the figure 4, and Skolin goes in with a kick on Ric Flair. Flair finally relinquishes the hold. Skolin standing off the Nature Boy. And now Ric Flair starts to move towards Arnold Skolin, and here comes superstar Billy Graham racing into the ring, and Ric Flair retreats away. But he retreats with a tremendous victory over the living legend, the aging living legend, Bruno Sammartino. So it comes down to this, folks. It comes down to this as Ric Flair walking to the back with the 2 lovely ladies at his side going, woo! Superstar Billy Graham, the man who defeated Bruno Sammartino, comes to the aid of the other WWF superstar. Arnold Skolin reluctantly puts out his hand to superstar Billy Graham. The superstar shakes his hand. And now superstar uncharacteristically helps Bruno Sammartino up. And there's no love lost between those. Bruno sort of looks at him. It comes down to this. The man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour, be superstar Billy Graham versus the ultimate babyface from the NWA, Sting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Ric Flair is victorious. Sammartino tried and tried hard, but it was an aging Bruno Sammartino. And finally, I think it was it the 4th or 3rd figure 4, Sammartino would not submit. It was Arnold Skolin coming into the ring, throwing in the towel, and then putting a boot into Ric Flair's face for Flair to relinquish the hold. Flair then started to approach Arnold Skolin, taunting him, and superstar Billy Graham, who's in the next match, the main event, came flying into the ring to make sure no further damage was done to either Sammartino or any damage to Arnold Skolin. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Wrestling makes strange bedfellows. So let's record this. Flair, winner via towel stoppage by, I don't know how to spell Skoland. S-K. Oh, I don't think that's the right way, but we're going to do it that way. Skoland. I don't think that's the right way to spell it. Over Sammartino. With the figure 4. Wow! So it comes down to Sting and superstar Billy Graham. The last match of this NWA WWF extravaganza. 1980s NWA versus the 1977 WWF in actuality. Worldwide Wrestling Federation. So let's quickly go through it. DeNucci defeated in night number 1 the Great Muta. 1-0 WWF. That was with the airplane spin. Great comeback victory for Domenic DeNucci, who had to witness his fellow paisan and good friend Bruno Sammartino go down to defeat, as DeNucci was coming out to help Sammartino to the back. Stan Stasiak won via DQ after Ronnie Garvin pummeled the crap out of him and pile drived him on a chair outside the ring. So 2-0 WWF. Nikita Koloff nearly beheaded Ivan Putski with the Russian sickle, put his foot on his chest for the 1-2-3, 2-1 WWF. The Steiners win via DQ. The Steiners really did dominate this match, in honesty, but Fuji and Tanaka went to the salt. They got DQ'd, and after the salt was thrown into both Scott and Rick's face, Freddie Blassie directed the assault of Fuji and Tanaka and joined in with his cane. So it was 2-2. Dusty Rhodes with the second bionic elbow drop pins Chief Peter Maiva. Rhodes really wore down the High Chief from the Isle of Samoa. And that made it 3-2 NWA. But Ken Patera, in a battle of narcissistic bastards, Lex Luger and Ken Patera pretty much heals the whole life. Luger would go face for a little bit, but again, Luger is a puppy, Luger of little faith, and Patera was easily able to dominate him and put the full Nelson on him. Luger quickly tapped out and relinquished the victory to Ken Patera. And that made it 3-3. That's how the first night of action ended. Bob Backlund, a vicious Bob Backlund, a Backlund that the fans were hoping to see, really did a job, as we put it, an ass-kicking on Sid Vicious, and he got the pin with the roll-up. That made it 4-3 WWF. Anderson and Blanchard would win via DQ, but it was Zbyszko and Garea sending Blanchard, Anderson, and Dillon to the hospital with chair shots and anything else they could hit him with. All four grapplers were busted open in an extremely violent match. That made it 4-4. Barry Windham, with a big, impressive win over Chief Jay Strongbow, with no J.J. Dillon at ringside. Instead, it was his father, Blackjack Mulligan, and it was the Sweetwater superplex after a kick in the balls and the pin of Chief Jay Strongbow. Blackjack Mulligan would come in and apply the Blackjack Claw on Strongbow, nearly popping his eyeballs out of his head. That would give a 5-4 lead to the NWA. Gorilla Monsoon, well, he won via DQ, but he too was sent to the hospital after being beaten nearly half to death by Big Van Vader with a chair, and that made it 4-4. Ric Flair, as we witnessed, was just too young, too much in his prime for an aging 1977 Bruno Sammartino. It took 3 figure fours, and Bruno would still not submit. Arnold Skolin threw in the towel, and then put a boot to Ric Flair's face, because Flair would not relinquish the hold. Flair got up, was going to inflict damage on Skolin and the prone Sammartino, when the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour, the man in the main event to try to tie this thing, superstar Billy Graham, stormed the ring to stop any further assault by Ric Flair upon the WWF, Bruno Sammartino, or Arnold Skolin. So it comes down to this. The NWA is up 5-4. If superstar Billy Graham wins, the matches will be split. The matches will be split. How did I do that? They're not 5-4. It's got 6 matches apiece. I missed something here. DeNucci wins, WWF. Stasiak wins, WWF. Putski, Fuji, and Tanaka lose. That's 2-2. Maiva loses. That's 3-2 NWA. Patera beats Luger, 3-3. Backlund beats Sid Vicious, 4-3. WWF. Blanchard and Arn Anderson win via DQ over Garea and Zbyszko, 4-4. Windham wins, 5-4. Monsoon wins, though he got his ass kicked, 5-5. Oh, it's 6-5. It's 6-5 with the Flair victory over Sammartino. So if Superstar Billy Graham wins, it will be 6 matches apiece. But he must win. A lot is riding on Superstar Billy Graham. Vince McMahon Sr. doesn't have much faith in Superstar Billy Graham. He doesn't have much faith in the superstar. But the fans do. The Grand Wizard of Wrestling does. All the WWF, the pride of the WWF, the prestige of the WWF are on the shoulders, upon the big shoulders of Superstar Billy Graham, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour. Takes on the ultimate babyface of the NWA, Sting. Both grapplers have a 1-pin rating. This is it. This is it. If the NWA wins, they have a convincing win in this extravaganza. 7-5. If Superstar Billy Graham wins, it's 6-6, and there is still debate. Both wrestlers are in the ring. Sting, Graham, they get their final instructions. The Grand Wizard pumping up the superstar as he begins to unwardrobe Superstar Billy Graham very gingerly. Superstar Billy Graham looks primed. He looks ready to go. D. Scott Howard has joined us here at ringside. Hope all is well. Dwayne Martz. Trav says, I think Superstar wins. Well, if you're a WWF fan or a Superstar Billy Graham fan, you're hoping. You're wishing. You're wanting. You're praying. A lot of Sting fans. He's a good guy. Sting extends his hand. Superstar Billy Graham slaps it away. We call for the bell in just moments. The referee says we will not start like this as he forces both wrestlers back to their corners. He says, I will DQ both of these wrestlers. Both grapplers reluctantly step back. Sting, 6'2", 260 pounds from Venice Beach, California. Superstar Billy Graham, 6'4", 260 pounds and python arms from Paradise Valley, Arizona. Graham hopping up and down. He's ready to go. Sting staring him down. And here is the bell. And it's Superstar Billy Graham right away rushing towards Sting, and he nails him with a lariat. Superstar Billy Graham takes over on level 2 offense. Superstar Billy Graham quickly on top of Sting, looking to choke him out. He is choking him. The referee counting. Superstar Billy Graham doesn't care. He relinquishes the hold and quickly right on top of Sting, continuing to cut off the air supply by choking the windpipe of the man called Sting from Venice Beach, California. The referee continues to admonish Superstar Billy Graham. He lets go, and again he quickly applies the chokehold. The Grand Wizard cheering him on, and all the WWF cheering him on. Vince McMahon Sr. has now come out as Vince McMahon Jr. is incapacitated, and he's telling Superstar, do it, Superstar, do it, Billy. Even though Vince Sr. has little faith in Superstar Billy Graham, Billy Graham relinquishes the hold. Superstar Billy Graham on level 2 offense once again. On level 1 offense. No, level 2 offense. That is a 3. Superstar Billy Graham quickly comes in as Sting tries to get up, and he puts a knee to the side of the head of the Stinger. Superstar Billy Graham on level 2 offense sends Sting into the ropes. There is a tremendous clothesline. Superstar Billy Graham, with that clothesline, tries to go for the pin. Sting puts his leg on the ropes, as you cannot pin Sting on the first attempt unless you have a plus maneuver, and that was not. But Sting's pin rating goes to a 2 now. So an excellent start. Superstar Billy Graham showing tremendous viciousness. He's still on level 3 offense. He's on level 3 offense now. He wants a 5 or a 6. He gets a 4. Superstar Billy Graham trying to lift Sting up. He's got him on his back. He's going for the backbreaker. He's going for the backbreaker. He's going for the backbreaker. He's got him up on his back. He's got him up on the shoulders. And now he slams Sting down. Sting trying to get back to his feet, and Superstar Billy Graham stomping away at him, and he stomps Sting right out of the ring. Sting's outside the ring rating is a B. Can Sting turn the tide of battle on the concrete floor? Here's the roll. That is a 9 on a B. Superstar Billy Graham points to his head, says, I'm not coming out there. You come back in the ring. Sting, battered and bruised, slowly makes his way back to the ring as the referee's count reaches 6, 7. Sting looks to roll back in the ring, and Superstar Billy Graham quickly pounces at the direction of the Grand Wizard of Wrestling, dropping the knee into the head of Sting as he comes through the ropes. Sting near the ropes and the apron, and it's Superstar just dropping knee after knee after knee upon a prone Sting. Level 3 offense for Superstar Billy Graham. He's looking for the 5 or the 6. He's got the 5. He's telling Sting to get up. He's telling Sting to get up. And the Grand Wizard is on the apron, distracting the referee. Sting slowly gets up, and Superstar Billy Graham kicks Sting between the legs as hard as he can. Belly-to-belly suplex sends Sting to the center of the ring. Superstar Billy Graham now waiting for Sting to get up. Sting slowly rising. Superstar Billy Graham plants his pythons around Sting. He has him in the Superstar Bear Hug. That is a +1 finishing move. Sting trying to hold out. Sting claps the ears of Superstar Billy Graham, but Billy Graham will not relent the hold. Sting again claps the ears of Superstar Billy Graham. Billy Graham still doesn't loosen the hold a third time, and now Billy Graham drops Sting and puts the boot to the face of the Stinger. Stinger goes down to his back on the canvas. Superstar Billy Graham shaking his head. Level 3 offense. Once again, Superstar Billy Graham looking for a 5-6 here. He's got the 6! Superstar Billy Graham's got the 6. He walks behind the Stinger. Sting starts to get up, and he rakes the Stinger's back. And now, with the Grand Wizard once again distracting the referee, a European uppercut to Sting's speed bag, to the Franks and Beans. Oh, Superstar Billy Graham, the man of the hour, the man too sweet to be sour, the man with the power. He has gone to the nether regions of the Stinger once again, and boy, does that sting. Sting has been stung. Billy Graham. Now Billy Graham from behind puts the knee to Sting. He's immobilizing Sting. Sting slowly gets up, and Billy Graham once again locks in the Superstar Bear Hug. Billy Graham squeezing for all of his might. Squeezing for all the WWF. Sting trying to hold out. Billy Graham squeezing and squeezing. Sting claps the ears, but Billy Graham will not relinquish. Sting claps the ears again, but Billy Graham squeezes even tighter, which every python squeezed by those tremendous arms of Superstar Billy Graham. Less and less oxygen flow gets into the lungs of Sting. Superstar Billy Graham squeezing. The referee puts the Stinger arm up. It goes down. The referee puts the Stinger's arm up. It goes down again. If it goes down one more time, Superstar Billy Graham will have annihilated the face of the NWA Sting. It goes up, it goes down, and the referee calls for the bell. The referee calls for the bell. Superstar Billy Graham has evened the wrestling extravaganza at 6. He has annihilated Sting by every means necessary. The Grand Wizard played his part in distracting an inept referee. Superstar Billy Graham overpowers Sting, who I don't think he had more than one offensive move. Superstar Billy Graham chokes the life and air out of the lungs of the Stinger. He drops Sting's lifeless body to the canvas and puts his foot upon Sting's chest and goes into a pose, and the fans are going insane here at Digital to Dice Arena. Superstar Billy Graham has done it. The man of the hour, the man too sweet to be sour, the man with all the power, the man who swims the Atlantic Ocean and runs 26 miles a day. You cannot stop the great superstar Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham. Vince McMahon Sr. had no faith in him. And now superstar Billy Graham glares at Vince McMahon Sr. and just says, I saved your effing company. Wow, superstar Billy Graham has done it. Superstar Billy Graham, and here comes Ric Flair to the ring. Ric Flair has entered the ring, and he's gotten right into the face of superstar Billy Graham. He gives Billy Graham a woo, and superstar Billy Graham kicks Ric Flair in the balls and punches him with a right hand, a closed fist, snapping Ric Flair's head right back. Flair goes into the ropes. Superstar Billy Graham follows up with a lariat, and Flair goes up and over to the concrete floor. The WWF fans erupt. Superstar Billy Graham goes to the top turnbuckle with his arms up in the air. The fans are going insane, the WWF fans. They're standing, they're clapping, they're cheering. Even Vince McMahon Sr. is clapping and cheering. Superstar Billy Graham has saved the WWF from complete embarrassment. What a two-night extravaganza. And it came down to superstar Billy Graham and Sting. Yes, it's 6 apiece, but my God, what superstar Billy Graham did in the main event to Sting was unbelievable. He didn't care how he was going to win. He told everyone there'd be no cowering, no begging from the superstar. He said he would annihilate Sting. He came out to save Arnold Skaaland and Bruno Sammartino. Very uncharacteristic of superstar Billy Graham in 77. The Grand Wizard said, we're all on the same team in this one, Billy. We're all on the same team in this one, and we must win. And superstar Billy Graham showed that he can be a team player. Unbelievable victory. Unbelievable victory for superstar Billy Graham as he goes to the next turnbuckle and he stands up and he raises his arms, and the WWF fans cheer once again. Sting slowly getting to his feet, complaining to the referee of the dirty tactics, complaining to the referee of the dirty tactics. He is complaining to the referee. Here comes superstar Billy Graham. Sting's back is turned. Superstar Billy Graham spins Sting, and he nails him with a right hand, and Sting goes down. Superstar Billy Graham now picks up Sting and sends him over the top rope with a gorilla press slam to the concrete. Superstar Billy Graham clearing house. The fans are going insane. There are only 2 people left in the ring as the referee quickly bails. It is superstar Billy Graham and the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. WWF wrestlers and officials are coming out from the back to congratulate superstar Billy Graham, but they're staying at distance. Superstar Billy Graham sort of gives an arrogant nod of acknowledgement, and they acknowledge superstar Billy Graham. Once again, what a tremendous victory for superstar Billy Graham. You might not like him. You might think he's flamboyant. But he said he would win by any means and every means necessary. And he did. And it was a triple explanation point with that victory. Sting had absolutely no offense as superstar Billy Graham used everything in the playbook to overpower the ultimate babyface of the NWA, the Stinger. The 6'2", 260-pound grappler from Venice Beach, California, proved to be no match for the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour, the man who stands 6'4", 260 pounds from Paradise Valley, Arizona. Superstar Billy Graham is your winner. So there you have it. The two-night extravaganza is over. And it's 6 apiece. So, Superstar. I always liked Superstar. Even though I was a big Bruno fan. Billy Graham. They should have turned Superstar face. He could have been like The Rock before The Rock. He would have been a much better Hulk Hogan. Superstar Billy Graham. Winner. Via submission. With bear hug over Sting. Well, that was a lot of fun. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Again, we have a good time with the wrestling. I like the wrestling because you can do... I use the cards, I look at it, and then I come up with my storyline. It's not always the exact moves because they sometimes become redundant. This is a very fun game, Legends of Wrestling. These are bootlegs. These are free. I highly recommend you, if you enjoy wrestling, to give Legends of Wrestling a shot on your tabletop. You can purchase the black and white starter set for, I think, $13, and you get a lot of wrestlers. Or you can purchase the colors, and I recommend the color set. They're beautiful. I've shown them off, and they'll be back on my tabletop and on the channel very soon for $27. And wrestling games are fun. So whatever wrestling game, if you like wrestling, and you have whatever wrestling game, I play several wrestling games, including I can't remember it, Pro Wrestling. It's a card and dice, but it's on the computer. I also play Tom Vogel's Wrestling's Finest. I play Fire Pro Wrestling, which is more of a simulation to watch. They're all, you play the games you like, but if you do like wrestling and you want to try a new wrestling game, Legends of Wrestling. Beautiful, beautiful game. This is my little creation. I put it on a spreadsheet to make it a little more visual. And again, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I did. It was a lot of fun. Again, this is for fun. It's for fun. Heck, I saw one of my favorite wrestlers of all time get annihilated by Ric Flair, who I enjoyed as a performer. Don't really care for him as a human being. He's whatever. Can't shine Bruno's shoes when it comes to a human being. God rest Bruno's soul. I love Superstar Billy Graham. I like Sting, but it's just fun. This is all for fun, and it was a lot of fun. And it finished 6-6, and I think if they really did something like this, obviously not 77 versus the 80s, but if they ever did NWA versus WWF, I would see something like this, where it was pretty much even, and then you flip a coin to see who wins the main event, and it's Superstar Billy Graham. So I'd like to thank you, JT, D. Scott Howard, Trav, Amish Elvis. He joined us. Thank you very much. Dwayne March, check out his wonderful channel. Jake Cruz, thank you. Frank Wayne Scott, thank you. Continue to scroll up. Cutter Historical, check out that wonderful channel. Carl Zilla, who's a really knowledgeable wrestling fan and very knowledgeable about Legends of Wrestling. Check out his wonderful channel. That's his channel that he streams on is Legends of Wrestling, I do believe it's called. And he does a marvelous job with making cards and coloring cards. I highly recommend joining the Legends of Wrestling Facebook promoters page. If you buy the game especially, and they can hook you up with some of these bootlegs that are free. I'm not going to tell you where you can get them. Buy the game, join the Facebook group page and the other boards, and make friends, and they'll help you out with stuff. You can also purchase bootlegs that are really nice, very similar to the actual cards, with wrestlers who they don't have rights to, or different versions of wrestlers they do have rights to. Beatles Eternally, check out that wonderful baseball channel. Continue to scroll up. our good friend Sports Time Machine. Check out his wonderful channel. We had a fun time. Cleve Baseball Fan 879, another fun content creator, and David Solinsky. So hope everyone enjoyed it. As always, if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. It helps out the channel. Hit the like button for all your content creators that you enjoy, because it helps out their channel, and help grow their channel, and help grow our community together. I greatly appreciate everyone's time. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Till next time, I love you all. Superstar Billy Graham and the WWF with a victory in the main event. Graham crushes Sting. And the bear hug puts Sting out. And they're 6 apiece, NWA, WWF. So I will see you soon. We're going to bring some football to the channel. Got some things going. Some card and dice baseball and some other things. We're going to switch up some things. We might be doing some recordings to premiere during the day so people can watch during the day. I'm still thinking about that. But thank you very much once again. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. And see you soon. And once again, peace!